Prestige Estates is the other one. It's one of Citi's preferred picks. They've got a buy call on it. They've kept a target of 142 on the stock. Also looking to beat their FY13 guidance in terms of 2,500 odd crore rupees guidance, sales guidance that they put out. They're likely to beat it in FY13. Let's get the management on board to talk a little bit more about the same and how they intend to doing that. So thanks very much for taking out the time. Let's start off first, with the guidance itself. 2,500 crores in terms of sales that you have put out, most likely to overshoot that. Could you guide us through how you intend to do the same?
Quarters. We are definitely going to probably meet our guidance and probably beat the guidance. We've already done 1,000 crores in the previous quarter, and this quarter also we have done pretty well, and it's 800 plus. So more or less we've reached the target in half a year.
All right. Particularly, the focus is going to be mainly on completion of projects and revenue recognition from them in FY13. 9 projects order, I believe. So how many more likely to get completed in order to meet this?
Yeah, see, now the thing is, a lot of projects have been started, and you all know that 25% trigger needs to be kicked in for us to do revenue recognition. And this is going to happen progressively for different projects at different times. And we see it now as we go along in the next few quarters and the following financial year. More and more of these will be recognized, and more of these projects will come in for completion.
Could you also highlight for us benefits in terms of rentals from your asset because of FDI, multi-brand retail to kickstart? Are you in talks with any retailers for leasing out property, and that could add on to revenue accretion?
Yeah, I mean, see, FDI is just again in the news recently, but for anything substantial or anything good to happen, it will take time. But having said that, we are in the process of constructing 6 more malls across different South Indian cities. Now, these are in various stages of completion. The first of the series will be opened out in Chennai, probably by the end of this year. And but it's fully leased. So really there was no dependence on FDI for leasing out these malls. But what will happen with FDI opening up is a lot more retailers will come in. There will be a lot more demand for retail space, and this will add to the overall incentive to build more retail malls.
All right. So do you have anything like that on a blueprint in terms of increasing the number of retail malls that you want to build up on?
Yeah, right now, since it's a capital intensive, it consumes a lot of cash. We are currently building 6 malls, and they are in various stages of completion. Now, I believe that we have to do it in a measured way. Of course, the opportunity is there; it's huge, but we'll have to wait and watch and take things as they progress.
All right. Also, in terms of recent launches, otherwise, how have realizations been?
Recent launches, whenever we've done a launch, it's been really nice. And actually, recently we've done what we call a expression of interest or a pre-launch, when we have a sense that the projects are, in the near future are going to get approved. And these have met with the seriously good responses, and we are realizing good pricing also. And I believe there is traction, and there is interest, at least for our product. And one thing that we need to keep in mind is a very expensive product is difficult to sell. Whatever, if you do 1 crore or sub 1 crore, or probably in that price bracket of 30 lakhs to 100 lakhs, that is what sells faster. Anything above 100 lakhs is slightly slower to market and sell.
What about these 2 new soft launches, Ferns Residency and Misty Woods? How was the initial response been?
Very nice, very nice. In fact, Ferns Residency has exceeded our expectations. We have about around 13 or 1400 units there, and we've sold almost half of it. Similarly, for Misty Waters, we've just opened a few blocks, and most of that is gone. So that gives us an incentive to see that the price also goes up, but gradually.
For FY13, you've given a guidance for 8 million square feet launch. How much have you achieved so far?
I think we've achieved a little over half of that.
Okay.
And we have a lot of in the pipeline, so I think we will definitely meet our guidance of 8 million square feet very easily, because there are many more projects in the pipeline, and I think we don't see any stress on that point.
But if you could just outline for us what's the development pipeline looking like? How many projects are in it, and how much more in terms of additions are you expecting?
Yeah, see, we've got new projects coming up, and fairly large. We've got what we call the Royal Gardens in Doddaballapur Road in Bangalore North, and we've got a couple more that is happening. That is our Lakeside Habitat in Whitefield. Now, these are all under approval process, and the plans have been drawn up. Moment that happens, I think we'll exceed our guidance of 8 lakhs, but 8 million. But we are now sticking to our 8 million because we don't want to overpromise and under-deliver. I'd rather under-promise and over-deliver.
All right. We wish you all the best, for the coming few quarters and then for the entire fiscal year, and hope you meet all your targets and your guidances that you've given out. Mr. Razak, thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us.
Thank you so much.
India's #1 news app. Just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.